A brand new trading week is preparing to kick off right behind me here at the New York Stock Exchange. And well, after last week's wild ride that saw, quite frankly, a massive slide, investors are now looking towards the week ahead to see whether or not we're going to see that slide extended, or will we see a rebound surface. Now, last week was filled with so much information, headlined by the U.S. Federal Reserve, which for the first time in 2 decades lifted its interest rate by 50 basis points in an attempt to stem inflation. Now, the markets initially soared on the news and afternoon trade on Wednesday, but then on Thursday, well, let's say the markets has seen better days. On Thursday, the Dow losing more than 1,000 points and the tech-heavy NASDAQ falling nearly 5%, both indices seeing their worst single-day drop since 2020. The S&P 500, that fell 3.56%, its second worst day of the year. And then Friday saw the losses continue to deepen despite an April jobs report that showed a gain of 428,000, better than the 400,000 expected. But now it's time to move on. Will we see an extension of that slide, or will the markets post a bit of a rebound? Let's now take a look at what will likely move the markets in the week ahead right here at the New York Stock Exchange. Now we kick off this week in China. May 9th, Chinese April exports, imports, and trade balance figures due out. Expectations call for a read of 50.65 billion US dollars. Tuesday sees us in Europe. May economic sentiment due out of both Germany and the European Union region. EU economic sentiment expected to come in at -41. Now, Wednesday is all about consumer prices. Chinese, German, and US consumer price reads are all due out. Chinese consumer prices expected at 1.9% year over year. German harmonized consumer prices due at 7.8% year over year. And US consumer prices, excluding food and energy, expected at 6% year over year. In addition, we will have a speech from ECB President Christine Lagarde. Now, Thursday kicks off in the United Kingdom with the British first quarter preliminary GDP read. Expectations call for the number to come in at 1%. Meanwhile, right here in the United States, we have the regular weekly jobless claims figures, but we also have April producer prices due out, that of which is expected at 8.9% excluding food and energy. And then on Friday, we're here in the United States, May preliminary Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index, that awaits. Expectations call for a read of 63.6. And keep in mind, the U.S. earnings season, that's still in play. Also, geopolitical tensions, they have not faded. And as U.S. inflation rises, keep an eye on any headlines out of Washington, D.C. that may just move the markets in either direction. And until next week, live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm James Sweeney reporting for ICM.